Okay, so do you guys remember when Ashton Kutcher first got like a kajillion followers on Twitter? And at first everyone was like, wait, is it cool to like Ashton Kutcher again? But then everyone was like, no, wait, was it ever cool? And then everyone was like, wait, what's Twitter? But pretty soon, everyone got in on the action. More celebrities joined, their fans joined, they started following their favorite celebrities, and they could tweet to each other back and forth and have this great one-on-one interaction. And everyone loved it because it made your favorite celebrity relatable to you. They felt like they were actually your friend. Ashton Kutcher's having a lazy Sunday? Me too. Ashton Kutcher's dating Demi Moore? Me too. But then Paula Abdul joined.
Any publicity is good publicity.
So right in the middle of her negotiations with Fox to renew her contract for the next season of American Idol, Paula drops a bombshell for her fans on her Twitter, and I quote, "With sadness in my heart, I've decided not to return to Idol."
Any publicity is good publicity.
And so began the era of celebrity censorship on Twitter. And now, every major company, Disney is one of the first, is making their new talent and their old talent re-sign their contracts with a special Twitter clause which prohibits them from saying anything that may be deemed controversial. So obviously, as someone who's in the public eye, very famous, very well known. Excuse me, do you have a little change? Sure, I'll give you my autograph. Your autograph. I find this news exceptionally troubling. If the studios are trying to dictate what someone can say on their Twitter page, then it's not really that star anymore, and they're not really interacting with their fans. It's the studio pulling the puppet strings behind the scenes, and they do that enough. But I didn't want you to just take it from me. So I thought I'd better take it to the streets and find out what you think. Well, I mean, like, not you, but people in Ottawa who are like you. Just watch it. All right, so I'm here with Brad and Deborah, all the way from Virginia, is that right?
Correct.
And you guys don't get much music out there, do you?
Oh, we have music.
No, but the channel, Much Music. Twitter, what do you guys think about censorship on Twitter? Censorship on Twitter, what do you think about it? Twitter, anyone, Much Music, censorship on Twitter, what do you think? Does anybody know about censorship on Twitter? What do you think about that?
Thank you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Censorship on Twitter. I want to just talk to the people on the streets, not on the streets, but sitting on the street right now. Okay, so what's your name?
Buntong.
Buntong, how do you pronounce that?
Buntong.
Wooden Tong?
That's me.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
I love Madonna. Boy choice.
Madonna. Okay, that's a good one. Madonna. Have you ever heard of Twitter?
Not really. No, I don't. I just listen to disco.
Disco. Okay. Well, Twitter is not actually a music genre, believe it or not. It's a website where stars like Madonna will go on and post, "Oh, I just changed my kid's diaper. It was really funny, LOL." So, would you be interested in signing up for a site like that?
I will say no.
Have you heard about Twitter?
No.
No? Where are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil. So the Twitter's not a big thing in Brazil?
No.
Is Shakira a big thing in Brazil?
Yes.
But what if Shakira had access to a website where she could post her upcoming song lyrics about like how small and humble her breasts are and all that kind of stuff? Would you be interested in reading that?
No, I'm not Steve.
No? Too crass?
Exactly.
Who's my favorite artist? Oh, I hate to say it, Beethoven.
Beethoven. He's got some pretty good stuff. That's the dog from the movie, right?
That's right. And if you know, well,
let's say Beethoven was alive and he had a Twitter. Would you follow him?
oh, what an interesting question. Possibly. Yeah.
Well, because it gives him a chance to say, "Sup, peeps? Working on my latest symphony. Gonna be real tight, yo."
That sort of thing. I don't want to know what he had for lunch.
Well, what if somebody said to him, "Hey, Beethoven," like his boss said, "You're not allowed to post about concertos anymore and stuff like that. We don't want to reveal that stuff to the public." Would that make you upset?
Yes. I think after all, there is the freedom of the artist and the creativity that goes along with freedom. You not only restrict his personal freedom, you may very well restrict his creativity.
Are you familiar with Twitter at all?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you follow any famous people?
I follow him.
What are you famous for?
Nothing in particular.
Might be famous now.
You don't want to know what I heard about Daniel Radcliffe.
No, I do want to know. What did you hear about Daniel Radcliffe? You're gonna break some news here.
I can't say it, you know.
Come on.
It's a reputation to uphold. You know, it's Harry Potter, right? Girls love him. It has to do with drugs, man, you know.
Okay.
It's a good role model.
He is a role model. I think a lot of girls would still like him, though.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Okay, you're right. He can't post about that on his Twitter. That's censorship. What if he wants to say, "Oh man, just tripping on E right now, having a great time," and he's not allowed to put that on Twitter? Is that right? That's un-Canadian.
You didn't hear it from me.
No, I'm gonna go home and tweet about this right now.
Whether it's from other students that I go to school with, parents, or celebrities, I don't understand. People need to share everything that they do at every moment in their lives.
Well, I honestly think if people want to say what they want to say, they'll have other means by doing so. If it's not on Twitter, it'll be by another means. So I don't really get the whole contract.
Well, the studio contracts they're making them sign are saying you can say that you like the movie, you can't say you don't like this person, you can't say you're sick, you can't say this kind of stuff. It's bad for your image. So they're basically censoring what they can and can't say.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of bogus. I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? Is to like put what you're thinking or what you're feeling at that time, right?
I think it kind of ruins the whole purpose of it, because then you're not really getting what they're doing. You're just what they're allowed to put in there. It's not the whole picture.
Do you know, I think if you put your picture on Twitter and in your account like Zac Efron, I think people would probably believe that you actually were.
I've never heard that before in my entire life.
You've never heard that before? Okay, well, we'll see if everybody agrees eventually. What do you think about censorship on Twitter? Excuse me. Celebrities on Twitter being censored. What do you think? It's okay, I'll catch you on the way back. Do you ever check out any celebrity Twitters?
Never.
Never.
I've actually checked out T.O.'s Twitter.
T.O.? Is T.O. like T.I.'s cousin?
No.
Football player?
Yeah, he's a pretty controversial football player.
Really? So he'll post a lot of maybe kind of crazy stuff on his Twitter.
Absolutely, yeah.
People sign contracts to say what they can and cannot put on their Twitter. Like controversial things. They're going to say, we want to scale back the controversial stuff.
I think it's a good thing. You know, I think you kind of need it because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're representing a company or a business. So,
what if the dean of Ottawa U said, "Hey, you're representing Ottawa U, so can you not post obscene rap lyrics in your Facebook status?"
I definitely tell him where to go in that case because that's my Facebook.
Okay, so for T.O., you got censorship, but
because they're paying them. Ottawa U's not paying me. I'm paying them. If anything, I can say whatever the hell I want about them.
Right now, I'm kind of interested in Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt because they're kind of disgusting on Twitter.
That is huge at Ottawa U. In Ottawa in general, everybody seems to be following them. They've got a huge following.
They're most interesting. They talk about their sex lives. It's kind of disgusting, but at the same time, it's interesting and
so
keeps me away from John Dunn, which is
totally no holds barred for them then on their Twitter. And these are only 140 character messages, so they're basically getting right to the point. Exactly. None of the extra words, unnecessary fluff.
Just, I had sex today.
Say someone started censoring the Hills cast, then they can't say, "Oh, I just had crazy sex." They have to say like, "Oh, just got back from Bible study." Yeah. Would you still be interested?
I don't know if I'd still be interested, but I can understand why they would want to censor them a little bit because, I mean, sure, like it infringes on their freedom of speech, but at the same time, they've signed contracts, they're on this show, they've got to kind of work with these people, they're getting paid like $100,000 an episode. I mean, if you can't talk about your sex life, whatever, you've got a ton of money, so.
Yeah, and it's a reality show, so that's part of what they're supposed to do, share their lives with people. Right. They obviously love the attention.
Right, obviously, definitely. If you're going to talk about your sex life on Twitter, you definitely like attention.
Who do you follow?
I have a couple of big people that I follow. Mandy Moore is definitely one of them. Ryan Seacrest and Miley Cyrus before.
You follow Miley Cyrus, but of course she deleted her account, right?
Yeah, not too happy about it, but yes, she did.
What do you think about Disney trying to censor what Miley says?
I think that it was like good while it was real, but obviously it's going to be censored because so many millions and billions of dollars is in Hollywood. So, I mean, Hollywood is plastic, so.
So do you want Miley to come back to Twitter? Are you on her dad's side or are you on her boyfriend's side?
Definitely her boyfriend's side.
Yeah, stay off Twitter, Miley. That's the message, right?
That is the message.
Sometimes we Twitter each other down the hall.
Wow, okay, so you guys would sooner Twitter to each other than go down the next hall and talk to each other in person.
You have time to think about what you say and stuff, you know?
Do you follow a lot of celebrities on Twitter?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers for the win.
Okay, so the main reason you're on Twitter, follow celebrities, get updates on the Jonas Brothers, right?
Oh, for sure.
It's really cool to see like what they're up to on a day-to-day basis because then you feel like really connected to them.
Yeah, so you basically get to know what Nick, Kevin, or did they say which one of them's posting, or do you just know it's Jonas Brothers as a group?
It says Jonas Brothers, unfortunately.
I just want to know, do you guys want to live in a world where you can't find out who Nick Jonas is dating?
No.